and then it has your email. So then at that point, you would be able to select that person and add them to the machine address book.
Oh, okay.
So then it becomes localized versus, so right here where it says add to machine address book, you would be able to add yourself, and that way, in the future, you don't have to always go in there. You want to add somebody in there right now?
Myself.
Oh, okay.
You should
Well,
be on
and
here,
then
Gil.
Let's go back to
Gil,
Sam.
you should be on here.
I don't think I was I?
If you go to the G's,
Address book, maybe?
I thought there were, and then from here you can scroll down, and I thought I added you. You
Oh,
may not
did
be. You may not be on the quick things. Okay, maybe I forgot you.
Okay, so let's go ahead and add you now. That way you can get a feel for how to add. Go ahead and go to your send.
Added myself.
Go to your address book. Go to external right there. And then go to first name and type in your first name. And then press OK. And then go to your machine address book. Add. Next. Save. You'll be copied. Yes, you want. Oh, yes. Did you say yes?
Yes.
Yeah. Okay, perfect. Okay, go ahead and press OK. So now, when you want to scan to yourself, you can go to your address book. You can drill down here by the G's, and there you are.
Okay. Good.
Select yourself.
Quick, easy.
So on here,
Mm-hmm.
I went on the computer and added us here.
Yeah, you can do the same for him.
So what I did was, is there a way to take us off of the copier mailbox? And
Out of this address book?
with the, and, okay, this is what I'm trying to get at. I want to be able to see these names, these quick names, without being added to the
You have to be added to the address book.
Got it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
There's no way of, okay.
No,
Got it.
you have to be added to the address book in order for them to be transferred as one touches.
Got it.
So you could add them as a one touch, but you can take them out of the address book.
Got it. Because I think I put them in as a quick thing, then I took them out. Thinking, oh, I can just go. Okay, then it took them off the quick thing.
Yeah.
Okay, got it.
So now once you select where it's going, if you're scanning multiple things to yourself, so let's say that Gil goes in and he selects himself, and now he's scanning. He press OK. He press start. If he needs to scan something else to himself, like a separate PDF, he can just press this recall button, and it'll bring up the last person that scanned. So if he was the last person, then he can press recall, and it'll bring up his name again. So that way he doesn't have to go through the address book again. So that's another way of scanning. If you're scanning and you want to add a name to your document, you can go to Advanced Setup. And under Advanced Setup, you have a feature here called File Name Entry. When you select File Name and then select File Name, this will allow us to type in the name of your document. So that way you have, you'll know what it is when it gets to your email. If for some reason you have to scan double-sided originals, do you ever have to do stuff like that?
Yeah.
Yes.
Okay. If you do, under Quick Setup, you can go in and you have a feature here called Two-Sided Original. You select that and then select two-sided, and the machine will capture both front and back for you. So that way when you get your document, you see a two-page PDF. The machine is set up by default to scan to auto color, so that way you're not having to think about it says colors, it's black and white. And it also allows you to change the file format. So let's say you have, you want to scan something in full color, and it's a picture, you can change it from a PDF to a JPEG. So the output at your computer would be a JPEG. Anything else that's specific to your scanning needs? No? Nothing? Okay. Now you do have another option for scanning. If for some reason you can't scan your email, or you're in a hurry, or you need to put something on a flash drive, you can go to removable memory. And basically what you would do is you would stick your thumb drive right there on the side. Let me pull mine out real quick. Here it is. And once it reads it, you'll see all your files and your folders on the screen. Okay, so once it reads it, basically you would be able to see everything you have. So if you want to store something on the flash drive, you would go to Store File, You have some of the same features you have for scanning. Put your document in the feeder, press start, and it'll scan it directly to your thumb drive and save it as a PDF. Yeah,
Can
so
I go backwards? Can I pull a document from my thumb drive
Uh-huh.
and scan to my email?
well, no, you can't send it to your email,
Okay.
but you could print it.
Got it.
So if it's on your flash drive, you can go in and you can select, let's say it's a PDF. You select the PDF, press print, and then you can tell it how many copies you want.
Got it. Okay. And from there I can scan to
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not that advanced yet. I wish it was. If you do remove anything off the printer, go ahead and press remove memory, press OK, and then just pull the flash drive off. Okay? Anytime you,
If you don't do that, then it sticks in there, or you might see somebody else's.
if you forget to remove it properly, where it says remove memory, they just say sometimes that these thumb drives can get corrupted. So just in order to save
And
it.
it will happen. I've had it.
Yeah, so just in order to save you a lot of headaches. Yeah. And then you also have for faxing, you can go to fax, you can dial your number, and that's pretty simple, and then press start.
Oh,
Yes.
the thing that comes out. We
The
have,
fax confirmation?
It's kind of difficult to read. I don't know how to read it. Read a fax confirmation.
Do you have one? No.
Do you happen to have one, Teresa? You know?
No.
No.
Can
Well,
you? Is it set to default fax confirmation?
It should be.
I can try.
Whether not just if it's an error, but actually went through.
Oh, your result report is
Yeah.
on. Okay, that shouldn't be on.
We would like. Every time I send a fax, I want something to spit out that says I sent it.
Okay. Okay, so you had the same thing they did over there. So they were getting the fax confirmation reports that were because when they were sending them something else that said, "Oh, you just sent this," which is not what they wanted. Which I'm sure is not what you want.
Mm-mm.
You want to be able to know that it got
Yes.
to its next location.
Right.
Yeah. So the fax confirmation you're getting now is going to have a partial image of your document.
That's what
the
we
first
want.
page, and then on the bottom it'll say good or bad transmittal.
Yeah, that's a good one.
And another way to check to see is if you go to status job, see down here where it says device communicate, you have a fax log, and when you select that, you can go in and you can check to see what faxes have gone through.
That one had an error. If I read.
So there's a couple
Several.
here that have, yes, we have a couple that were completed, but then there's just a couple here that had an error. Yeah. But going forward, you should get a fax confirmation. Any other questions with faxing? No? At any time, if you need to cancel a fax or cancel a copy job or a print job status will also be the location that you would want to go into. And then basically what will happen is you'll see that job in the queue and it'll try to print. So what you want to do is highlight the job, and then here's your cancel button, and that should stop the transmission. Sometimes you need to do that with faxes or copy or print jobs. And then we do have Dropbox. Dropbox, the only feature that people will use under this screen is the private print. And what that allows us to do is send a job from your computer to the copier with a 4-digit number that's protected. Meaning that when you send it with that 4-digit number, it will not print here until you're physically here to retrieve it. So we have like HR and accounting sometimes will use features like this because they don't want private documents just sitting on the finisher. So they can send them. Once it gets here, they'll go to their job box, they'll go to their private print, they'll open that private print, and they'll see their jobs in the queue. Or not the job, but the user. So
It has my name and I set that up. Okay.
yeah, so let's say that Kimberly, you sent something, you'll see Kimberly right here. You would open up your user, your little section, and then it'll have your jobs in that queue for you. And before you can print them, it'll ask you for your 4-digit number. And that's any number you assign. Is that something you think you would use in this department?
And we're all right here, so I
I
mean.
probably should be, but
Yeah.
I don't.
Well, I can show you if you're interested. Before I leave, I can show you how that works.
How do you? Kimberly probably knows it, but how do you staple and hole punch?
So if you go to copy,
Mhm.
and if you go to staple punch, and if you press more, you have the option for for any of the stapling and any of the hole punching.
Okay. Just, I mean, you guys want to use that too. So.
Yeah.
And if you're printing from your computers, if you just go to the print dialog, it says printer properties, under finishing, you have the same options.
Oh, okay. All right.
So that way you can send it directly from your computer.
Okay.
And if for you don't have that finisher, never mind. Some of the copiers have the finisher that in case you forget, you can do it after the fact. This one does not, sorry. You can also do double-sided. If you go to duplex, if you need to copy something double-sided, you can do that. Or density, if you need to lighten or darken images. So it gives you a couple different options, but staple punch, just make sure you press more, and then you can see everything else.
Okay.
Yeah. Anything else that you can think of that would make life easier?
As long as it works.
Yeah, you're right. As long as there's no jams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have you had any problems locating jams yet?
Yeah.
Well, it was on centimeters, our metric.
Oh.
And then the machine was just on overload.
Oh. Did they fix that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay, good. Because the copier should walk you through the locations of your jams. Sometimes when you get those big black lines down the middle of your document, it's just letting us know that the glass is dirty. And you do have what they call a dual scanner, which means that when you do double-sided copies like 2 to 2, it scans it in one pass. And basically it scans both front and back at the same time. Well, you have a scanner right in here, and or part of the scanner is right in there. So sometimes that glass, if it gets dirty, you'll get these big black lines down the middle of your document, or if you're faxing. So you want to just wipe that down. And then of course you can wipe the glass over here down too. It should walk you, but some of the hiding spots for this particular machine, down here. Here's one. Here's one. And then this one always confuses people because it's not real clear. So this is just so you know kind of where to look. It does jam up on you. And then of course your finisher, and here's your staples.
Oh, nice.
So these hold about 3 or 4,000 staples. So when this is empty, this just pops right out and you put a brand new one in. And then if you have your hole punch container is full, that is right in here. So you just take those and just empty them out. Anything blue in here, if it jams, you can turn or pull. And then your toner is located right in here. And these cartridges just come out. And you just toss them. Have you ordered supplies yet?
Yes.
Okay. Oh, perfect. Did they send you these little waste tanks by any chance? Oh, yeah, they did. Okay, good. It's a waste tank.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then if this is full, just go ahead and empty it. Or not empty it, but toss the whole thing. And put it right in there. You might. Did you have this with the comic guy? A little waste tank?
Yes.
Okay.
It was better though.
Yeah, they made them kind of small for these machines. I wish they were a little bit bigger. And then you can just close it right back up. For like the main power button, yeah, it's back here. It's hidden. It's just a flat back here. Yeah.
I wonder if I can find it.
So they want you at night if you can, or if you need to, go ahead and power it. Power down here. If there is a problem though, and you have to, main power down the machine, just power it all off. Then power here first, and then power the button back here. But they don't recommend doing this all the time, just because a copier has computer boards in it, and too much of the on-off can blow a board. So.
We don't want that.
No,
We don't want a blown board.
Yeah, we want it to work.
Okay. All right.
Anything
Anything else? You good? No? Appreciate it. Yep.
Secret compartments are good to know.
Yeah.
Searching for